He's not bad, is he?
He's not bad at all. Not bad at all.
You wrote an article today, Ian, saying this could be a very similar situation to Philippe Coutinho. The fact that he's been so good this season and the likes of Real Madrid could come calling.
Well, simply for that reason. Anyone who's scoring goals at the rate he is, coming into the Premier League, which is supposedly the toughest league, I should say, in the world, and taking it by storm like he has, you're going to court that kind of attention. And you know, he's done it. He's done it magnificently. You know, he's done it surprisingly, if I'm going to be totally honest as well. Sorry, he's out of HD for a second. I forgot I didn't have my glasses on. He's done it, and surprisingly to me, I didn't think he's going to have the impact he's had. But when you've had that impact, then you are going to court attention. And what we've seen and what Real Madrid have seen is that if you do press Liverpool and go for one of them, you might get him in the end. And this is the problem that they will have. If he does anything like that next season, that's going to happen for him. That's what's going to happen. They're going to be courting him. Did
you think he would have this type of impact at the beginning of the season?
I liked the signing from the start. I thought it was a good bit of business. Just watching him at Roma as well last year and his performances there, and just the type of player Liverpool needed as well. I thought he fitted in perfectly because, you know, obviously Coutinho's gone, but with the likes of Coutinho, Firmino likes to come to feet.
Yeah.
But also, my concern with Liverpool last year was when Mane was injured, they just had no one stretching the game. They became too predictable. They needed another player who's looking to go beyond, and he does that very, very well. So he made sense to me to sign, and I could see. I thought he was going to do well.
I remember saying that, I made the point, Craig, of saying, I'm not saying he's as good as Messi, because we still need to see Mo Salah do it for a couple of years, like you've so rightly said, Craig.
10 years.
But at least.
And 50 goals a season as well, and more.
But the thing is, he's got a scampering style, and he's left-footed, he's diminutive, he's low centre of gravity. Those things, there's not many other players you can compare him to. Now, you know, Messi is the one. He's the messiah at the moment in respects of world football. But Mo Salah and the way he plays, it's scampering style. It reminds you of that.
You're not the only one to be saying that. Jurgen Klopp's saying a similar thing as well.
Simply because of the way he plays and the amount of goals he scores. If Mo Salah, like I say, if he can continue scoring at this rate, which I think it would be difficult for him to continue doing that. It's been unbelievable for him. If he does that, then, you know, the comparisons will continue.
Craig, how much of a danger do you feel there is for Liverpool, or do you feel that he needs to replicate this a little bit more?
I would like to see it because, look, he's had such a big season. I'm already looking at next year, believing, well, can he do this again? I'm not sure he'll be able to get anywhere near the goals he has. Like, look, but then, you know, I agree with Wright as well. If he gets 20-odd next year,
that's
good. You know, if he would have done 20-odd this season,
it would have been
we'd be more than happy.
Yeah.
You know, because he's going to get double figures in assists. He's that type of player. So his contribution to the team is brilliant. You'll take that all day, and it's just how well he has done. And, you know, if I was Liverpool as well, and, you know, with Salah, look, you take it as a compliment. He's doing so well. Why wouldn't top clubs be interested? I'd be worried if they weren't. I'd be really worried. Well, what's he doing wrong? Well, you know, we believe he's this good. Why isn't there interest from elsewhere? You'd expect it, and it is. So I would take it as a compliment, but at the same time, like I said earlier on, was if I was your Real Madrid, if I was your Barcelona's, and I was prepared to pay big money, I'm looking for a player like that because every club would be, I'd want to see another year. I'd say, do you know what, can he do anything like this next year? Let's see what next year is. Because there's still one or two players out there who've proved it over 3-4 years who might be close to going to those type of clubs. The problem is if he does do it next year, these clubs, exactly that. And your Barcelona's and your Real Madrid's, and you know, I say this as a Liverpool fan, and it's difficult to say. They are the pinnacle of football. Every player in this world, if those two clubs come in for you, you want to be a part of that because they're just on another planet. You've got the chances of playing with players that they're the elite, they're the best of the best. They don't just go into the Champions League to compete; they're going in to win it. And you've got a realistic chance of winning it if you go and sign for those type of clubs. So if those clubs come calling, it's very, very difficult. But I just don't see it happening this summer. I'd like to see another year of Salah. If I was those type of clubs looking to pay that type of money for him, I'd say, do you know what? Yeah, okay, you've had a great year. Now let's see if you can back it up. Then we can talk. But if I was Liverpool, I'd be just saying, look, go again and see where we are in a year and a half's time.
What type of money would they be looking for?
Oh, look, I'm not. In this day and age, it's just gone. It's completely. At this present moment, you're looking at the top fees that have gone round.
Absolutely.
You can't do it, but who knows where we're going to be in next year? The money at the moment in football just keeps rising. This year, we were expecting it to go up.
Yeah.
It was just a shock how much it went up. Yeah. And PSG really set the benchmark, really, with the money they're willing to spend. And, if you look at it, these clubs, your Man Cities, your Manchester United as well, because, they're looking to compete, especially in the market. They know they have to. Your PSGs, your Real Madrid's, Barcelona's always going to. These clubs will spend whatever it takes to get the player they want.
The thing is with it, Scott, is that you look at Coutinho, we're not talking about an unbelievable scoring rate from midfield, and they paid £146 million for him. We're talking about somebody who is literally on fire scoring goals. So, they can literally, what can they start naming their price?
And Real Madrid as well, they didn't buy a Galactico last season. In fact, they made over £73 million. They've got money to burn anyway. They've got even more right now, haven't they? So they could even break a world record if they really wanted to.
Well, if Mo Salah does what he does this season, next season, it's going to be very tough for Liverpool, because I'm sure that Mo Salah, growing up, I suppose, in Cairo, and I'm not being disrespectful for Liverpool, but if you're going to say, was he dreaming of playing for Liverpool or Real Madrid, you'd have to say that if Real Madrid come knocking, it's something that he's going to be taking notice of that, because that is a dream.
How the Liverpool
But the Premier League in Africa, especially, we see all over Africa, the Premier League's huge. But the problem you've got, not just with the Premier League, Real Madrid and Barcelona are also huge.
Yeah, they're massive.
They're well supported everywhere around the world. They're just that bigger clubs.
So how do Liverpool keep him?
Look, the way Liverpool plays suits him. He's got a manager who's perfect for him. And that's why, like to me, like I said earlier, it made sense him signing for the football club. I could see him doing well. I could see him being a Jurgen Klopp signing, and he was going to improve at Liverpool. For me, would be if it was this summer, we'd say, do you know what? This is how well you've done this year. It's difficult because I don't run Liverpool Football Club. I'm not involved in the finances. I'm sure they won't like me saying this, but I'd offer him a new contract straight away. Make sure he's rewarded. Yeah. Even though he's on, I imagine he's on incredible wages as it is, but I'll bump that up even more just to make him even a little bit happier. But also go and enjoy the World Cup after a brilliant year, because the season's still not over. They're still in the Champions League.
Suppose he has an unbelievable World Cup.
But I don't think that matters as much anymore. I think a lot of clubs now have been burnt in the World Cup, been burnt in European Championships. Those days, I believe, of signing players off the back of World Cups are gone. Their homework's done well before a World Cup or a European Championship starts. If they were going to do business, they'd do before it. They'd do before it. Anything after it, I think they leave alone. And my concern is World Cups take a lot out of players as well. Take a lot.
What about, though, because Jurgen Klopp didn't want Coutinho to go. He went. He won't want Mo Salah to go. If he does go, what are the consequences for Liverpool in terms of Jurgen Klopp?
I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure, Scotty, about him not wanting Coutinho to go, because I think that the way they play, it suits them now.
You could do without him.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, look, he would.
That's Coutinho
we're
talking about.
Yeah.
But would he have preferred to have kept him?
I don't think he would. I think for the monies that they got for him, I think it's unbelievable business for Liverpool. I think losing Mo Salah and the goals and what he's capable of doing and what he's capable of doing again with the players that he's probably going to try and add to this squad, it would be a much bigger loss.
The money would make sense. Like Coutinho, you'd want to keep. Of course you would. He's an outstanding footballer. But the money that was asked, and basically the money Barcelona were putting up to buy, it made sense. It was like, of course I don't want to lose Coutinho, but if you're going to give me that type of money and I can improve the team as well, actually the front three in an area I don't need to touch, maybe midfield I need to improve,
that's what you need,
maybe goalkeeper. There's one or two areas I can use that money to improve the team and make us stronger again. So that made sense to me.
Yeah.
So you raised the possibility of it happening. Do you think he will be at Anfield next season?
Yeah, of course he will. Because, like Craig says, and I totally agree, you want to see him do it again, and if he does, that's when the problem starts. I also feel that they're talking about Lewandowski to Real Madrid. If that happens, then they're talking about Bayern Munich wants to Bobby Firmino, who is, for me, just an excellent 9.5 as a player. He's unbelievable. So you're talking about two players, if they have good seasons, even if they don't, if some like Firmino doesn't have a good, he's still somebody that will caught that kind of attention because he again is a top player. Now you're looking at Liverpool, and I said yesterday that I can see Liverpool being the real challengers to Manchester City, really chasing them down with another couple of key signings, not like 4 or 5, a couple of key signings, and Liverpool will be ready. And I think if you're starting to feel like you're going to lose Firmino and Salah because of how well they're playing next season, and that is what the narrative is going to be. Are they going to stay? Are they going to go at the end of this? Then it's going to start to destabilise what he's trying to do.